Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. A 53-year-old woman is being treated at Athens Yenimatas Hospital after being shot by her husband in Chorargos last night in an incident that ended in a murder-suicide attempt. According to authorities, the 57-year-old man shot his wife in the ground floor parking area of the apartment building where they lived. The woman collapsed and called for help. Police say the man then returned to the third-floor apartment and died by suicide with a gunshot to the head. Officers who arrived at the scene applied a tourniquet on the woman's leg and stopped the bleeding before she was taken to hospital. Inside the apartment, police found the man dead with a firearm nearby. Reports indicate the couple legally owned firearms as part of sports shooting activity. Neighbors reported hearing a loud bang and cries for help shortly before a second gunshot. Residents said the couple had lived in the area for many years without previous incidents. Relatives reportedly told investigators that the man had recently been threatening his wife. Authorities say the circumstances leading to the incident remain under investigation. 2 teenagers have been killed in a road accident on the eastern Aegean island of Lesbos after their motorcycle veered off the road and struck a utility pole. According to initial reports, the victims were an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old. The crash happened near the Panagoudia cemetery area around 5 kilometers north of Mytilene, the island's capital. Police say the 2 teenagers were traveling towards Mytilene after leaving the beach area of Thermi where they lived when the motorcycle left the roadway. Video footage from the crash site showed the scooter traveling at a high speed, failing to take the necessary turn on the road, hitting the railing and then the pole. The bike skidded for several meters after the impact. Authorities note that Greece has seen a series of fatal road accidents in recent months involving motorcycles and young drivers on highways and regional roads. The latest deaths come days after other fatal crashes were reported in different parts of the country, including Athens, Rhodes, Ioannina and western Greece. A new political movement led by former Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras is expected to be officially launched today in central Athens. The launch event is scheduled to take place at Theseo Square, where the name, logo and founding declaration of the new political entity will be presented. According to reports, senior officials and MPs from Syriza are not expected to attend the event. Party members are waiting for the Syriza Central Committee meeting scheduled for June 6 before taking further political positions. Reports also indicate a common understanding that MPs from Syriza and from New Left will not be present at the launch, as Tsipras is reported to oppose participation by sitting MPs who have not resigned their parliamentary seats. Regarding the party's name, reports say it will consist of 2 words, with the first describing a concept of renewal. The Greek cabinet began its meeting at 11 a.m. this morning with the gender pay gap as the central issue on the agenda. Labour Minister Niki Kerameos presented a bill introducing an EU directive aimed at strengthening equal pay for men and women for the same work or work of equal value, with implementation arriving after a 3-year delay. Current data shows women in Greece are paid around 12 to 13% less than men in comparative roles. The draft legislation also introduces new transparency rules on salaries, both before hiring and during employment. Under the proposal, paid discrimination complaints will be examined by the Ombudsman and the Labour Inspectorate, with sanctions possible if pay gaps exceed 5% and are not justified by employers. During the same meeting, progress on Greece's Recovery and Resilience Fund was also on the list of topics. The cabinet agenda also included proposals on the new Common Agricultural Policy for 2028 and 2034, financial sector supervision reforms and a foreign investment framework. It also raised the reappointment of the Governor of the Bank of Greece, Yannis Tournaris. A 22-year-old American hiker was rescued on the Greek island of Zakynthos after becoming trapped on a steep cliffside near Shipwreck Beach, also known as Navajo Beach. The operation began after a local business employee raised the alarm, reporting that the man was unable to safely exit the difficult terrain. Firefighting forces were deployed to the scene, including 20 firefighters and 7 vehicles from the fire service and the 17th Special Disaster Response Unit. Rescuers used specialized mountain equipment to reach the hiker, secure him, and extract him from the cliff area without injury, despite challenging conditions. After the rescue, he was handed over to an ambulance crew and received first aid on site before returning to his accommodation. Footage from the operation shows firefighters navigating the steep cliffs during the rescue effort. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.